Discover the untamed magic of Papua New Guinea. Get ready to uncover one of the most mysterious and mind-blowing places on Earth, Papua New Guinea. This country is home to over 800 languages, making it the most linguistically diverse place in the world. From dense, untouched jungles to ancient tribal customs, everything about this nation feels like stepping into a different reality. It's one of the few places where modern life still hasn't reached every corner. Some tribes here have barely had contact with the outside world. The wildlife is just as unique, with exotic birds, insects, and plants you won't find anywhere else. Traditional face paint, body art, and ceremonial dances are still a powerful part of daily life. Even the land itself feels alive, with active volcanoes, misty mountains, and sacred rivers cutting through the wilderness. Papua New Guinea isn't just a destination, it's an experience like no other. This video is brought to you by Taste the World with Thomas, where we dive deep into the world's most fascinating places. If you're loving this journey so far, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more unbelievable travel documentaries. 1. Papua New Guinea. Earth's final untouched wilderness. Papua New Guinea is one of the last true ecological frontiers on the planet. Over 70% of its land is covered in thick, tropical rainforest that's never been explored by humans. Scientists believe there are hundreds of undiscovered species hiding in its dense jungles. Towering volcanoes, hidden valleys, and remote islands give this country a prehistoric vibe. You can hike for days without seeing a single village or road. Much of the terrain is so rugged that helicopters are the only way to access some regions. The biodiversity here is simply jaw-dropping, from colorful birds of paradise to tree kangaroos and insects that don't exist anywhere else. Rivers snake through the mountains, feeding into untouched coral reefs teeming with marine life. This isn't just nature, it's nature in its rawest, purest form. Papua New Guinea truly feels like the last untouched paradise on Earth. 2. The women of Papua New Guinea. Strength, beauty, and ancient traditions. Women in Papua New Guinea are among the most fascinating and resilient in the world. In many tribes, they play central roles in both family life and cultural ceremonies. Their beauty is often highlighted with bold body paint, traditional jewelry, and intricate grass skirts. But their strength goes far beyond appearances. Many women farm, fish, and raise children in some of the harshest environments imaginable. In highland communities, women tend to the land and maintain ancient customs passed down for generations. Some tribes still practice unique rites of passage for young girls, preparing them for adulthood with songs, dances, and wisdom sharing. Despite challenges, including limited access to education and healthcare in remote areas, many women are leaders in their villages. Their knowledge of plants, healing, and spirituality is deeply respected. Each woman carries the spirit of her tribe, proud, powerful, and fiercely connected to her land. Papua New Guinean women aren't just unique, they're unforgettable. 3. Tree kangaroos. Papua New Guinea's adorable jungle climbers. Deep in the misty rainforests of Papua New Guinea lives one of the world's most adorable and unusual creatures, the tree kangaroo. Unlike their Australian cousins that hop on the ground, these kangaroos have adapted to life high in the trees. With their strong limbs, long tails, and bear-like faces, they almost look like a cross between a koala and a monkey. Tree kangaroos move surprisingly well through the treetops, leaping from branch to branch with agility. They're incredibly shy and difficult to spot, making them a rare treat for those lucky enough to see one in the wild. Sadly, habitat loss and hunting have made some species endangered. Local tribes often see these animals as symbols of the forest spirit. Scientists still don't know everything about them. They remain one of nature's best-kept secrets. If you're looking for an animal that's both strange and heart-meltingly cute, the tree kangaroo takes the crown. And yes, Papua New Guinea is the only place on Earth where they truly belong. 4. The Assaro Mudmen. Ghostly warriors of Papua New Guinea. In the highlands of Papua New Guinea, a mysterious group of warriors known as the Asaro Mudmen terrifies and fascinates visitors. These men cover their bodies in white clay and wear haunting mud masks with gaping mouths and eerie eyes. According to legend, the Mudmen used this ghostly appearance to frighten enemies during ancient tribal conflicts. The masks themselves are handmade, each one uniquely strange and beautiful in its own way. Their slow, deliberate movements and haunting presence make their performances unforgettable. But this tradition isn't just for show, it's deeply rooted in local beliefs about spirits and power. Even today, the Assaro Mudmen perform at festivals and cultural gatherings, keeping their ancient heritage alive. Watching them feels like stepping into another world, one filled with myth, mystery, and magic. These warriors aren't just performers, they're living symbols of Papua New Guinea's rich spiritual history. 5. Pigs in Papua New Guinea. More than just livestock. In Papua New Guinea, pigs are more than animals. They are the ultimate symbol of wealth, honor, and social status. Owning pigs is like having money in the bank, and they're used in everything from bride price negotiations to peace offerings. A man's reputation often depends on how many pigs he owns, and they are treated with great care and respect. In some areas, pigs are even given special names and hand-fed by women of the family. When major life events happen, weddings, funerals, or tribal gatherings, pigs are at the center of the ceremony. The bigger the pig, the bigger the honor. Killing a pig is never done lightly, it's a powerful act full of meaning and tradition. These animals are deeply tied to the land, the culture, and the spirit of the people. In the eyes of many Papua New Guineans, pigs are sacred. So while they may look like regular farm animals, in this country, pigs are priceless. 6. The most multilingual nation on the planet. If you thought Europe was diverse, wait until you hear about Papua New Guinea. It's the most multilingual country in the world. With over 850 spoken languages, no other nation comes close. That means around 12% of the world's languages are packed into this single island country. Incredibly, many of these languages are spoken by just a few hundred or even a few dozen people. Some villages just a few miles apart speak completely different tongues. The national language is Tok Pisin, a Creole language based on English, but English itself is also widely used in schools and government. Alongside these, Hiri Motu is used in some regions, especially near the capital. Language here is more than communication, it's identity, tradition, and pride. This linguistic richness shows just how complex and culturally layered Papua New Guinea really is. For anyone fascinated by language, this is the ultimate place to explore. 7. Coffee from the clouds. Papua New Guinea's hidden brew. Coffee lovers, take note. Papua New Guinea produces some of the purest, most flavorful coffee in the world. Grown in the highlands at altitudes over 5,000 feet, the beans benefit from rich volcanic soil and perfect climate conditions. Most coffee farms here are small, family-run operations where the beans are harvested by hand. What makes this coffee special is how untouched the land still is. There are no chemicals, no heavy machinery, just nature and tradition. The beans are processed using natural methods, often sun-dried and carefully sorted. The result is a cup that's bold, earthy, and clean, with hints of tropical fruit and chocolate. Papua New Guinea's coffee is sought after by roasters around the world, yet many people have never even tried it. For the locals, coffee is more than a crop, it's a source of pride and livelihood. If you ever get the chance to sip PNG coffee, you're tasting one of the world's best-kept secrets. And once you've had it, regular coffee just won't be the same. 8. Kimbe Bay. A hidden reef paradise beneath the waves. Kimbe Bay, located off the coast of New Britain Island, is one of the most stunning marine environments on Earth. This reef system is home to over 860 species of coral and nearly 1,200 species of fish. That's more than the entire Caribbean. Divers and snorkelers from around the world come here to explore its crystal clear waters and vibrant underwater life. It's not uncommon to swim alongside sea turtles, dolphins, and even reef sharks. But the bay isn't just for adventurers, it's also a key research site for marine scientists studying coral resilience. The reefs here are some of the healthiest on the planet, despite global threats like bleaching. Thanks to local conservation efforts, Kimbe Bay remains a living example of what ocean ecosystems should look like. Above water, the surrounding islands are dotted with volcanoes, palm trees, and remote villages. Whether you're diving into its depths or soaking in the scenery from a boat, Kimbe Bay is pure magic. It's hands down one of the best things to do in Papua New Guinea. 9. Festivals of Fire and Spirit. Papua New Guinea's cultural explosion. If there's one thing that captures the soul of Papua New Guinea, it's the country's incredible festival culture. These events are more than parties, they're powerful displays of tribal identity, storytelling, and pride. Each festival brings together dozens of ethnic groups, each with their own costumes, dances, music, and rituals. The Mount Hagen Cultural Show is one of the most famous, where painted warriors and feathered dancers create a breathtaking spectacle. Another iconic event is the Goroka Show, known for its energy, colors, and intense tribal performances. You'll see everything from mudmen and fire dancers to women in elaborate shell jewelry and children in traditional dress. These festivals aren't staged for tourists, they're real, vibrant celebrations of heritage. They offer a rare chance to witness a culture that is ancient, alive, and evolving all at once. For many visitors, attending a PNG festival is the highlight of their entire trip. In a world that's becoming more alike, Papua New Guinea stands proudly different. 10. Port Moresby. Life in Papua New Guinea's wild capital. Life in Port Moresby, the capital of Papua New Guinea, is unlike anywhere else in the world. It's a city of extremes, beautiful coastlines and modern buildings sit next to sprawling settlements and rugged hills. The city has grown rapidly, and while it faces serious challenges like crime and poverty, it's also full of culture and potential. Port Moresby is where traditional life meets urban development head-on. In the markets, you'll find women selling fresh produce, hand-woven bags, and betel nuts, a popular local stimulant. English and Tok Pisin are spoken everywhere, and you'll hear dozens of other native languages depending on the neighborhood. The city's waterfront area, Ella Beach, has become a popular spot for families and tourists alike. Moresby is also the gateway to the rest of the country. From here, you can fly to remote islands or trek into the highlands. Living here requires resilience, but also offers a unique look into modern PNG life. Port Moresby is tough, raw, and very real, just like the country itself. 11. The Sacred Temple Only for the Brave, Ancient Rites and the Spirit World. Deep within the highlands of Papua New Guinea lies a sacred place known only to the local tribes, a spiritual temple that's not for the faint of heart. It's not made of gold or stone, but of ritual, courage, and ancestral connection. Access is granted only to those who pass intense initiation ceremonies, often involving tests of endurance and bravery. The temple is believed to be a portal between the physical world and the world of spirits. Elders perform chants and dances to communicate with ancestors, and the air is thick with smoke, drumming, and mystery. Outsiders are rarely allowed in, and even locals treat the place with deep reverence and fear. To the people here, it's a holy site, part temple, part theater of the soul. These traditions have survived for centuries without written language, passed down through rhythm, fire, and memory. The bravery needed to enter this sacred ground isn't just physical, it's spiritual. In Papua New Guinea, spirituality is raw, intense, and absolutely unforgettable. 12. Cost of living and visa info for Papua New Guinea in 2025. If you're thinking about traveling to or living in Papua New Guinea, you'll need to prepare for a mix of costs and some logistical hurdles. In 2025, the average cost of living in major cities like Port Moresby is relatively high compared to neighboring Southeast Asian countries. Rent can range from $500 to $1,500 per month depending on location and security, while meals at local markets remain affordable at $2 to $5 each. Imported goods are pricey, so living like a local helps keep costs down. Transportation is often by minibus or boat, and fuel prices remain unstable. As for visas, most travelers can get a tourist visa on arrival or apply online for an e-visa, typically valid for 30 or 60 days. Business and long-stay visas require sponsorship and a more complex process. Safety and infrastructure vary greatly depending on the region, so planning ahead is essential. Despite the challenges, the experience of living here is one of a kind. If you're an adventurer at heart, Papua New Guinea just might be worth every penny. 13. Flying to the market, then boating home. A daily adventure in PNG. In Papua New Guinea, getting to the local market can be more thrilling than most people's vacations. In remote areas with no roads, villagers often fly in small planes just to buy supplies. These tiny bush planes land on grass runways carved out of jungle or mountaintops. After shopping for essentials like rice, cooking oil, and medicine, many locals then return home by dugout canoe or motorized boat. It's not uncommon for a single shopping trip to involve both air and water travel, sometimes taking an entire day or more. The journey is challenging, but it's part of daily life for people who live deep in the island's interior. The mix of jungle, rivers, and sea means that transportation in Papua New Guinea is as unique as the country itself. Despite the difficulty, there's a deep sense of community and adventure in every trip. It's a reminder that here, survival and tradition go hand in hand. For the people of Papua New Guinea, even a trip to the market is an epic story. 14. From fire pits to banana leaves, exploring the bold flavors of Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea's traditional food is as wild and diverse as the land itself. Most meals are cooked using an ancient method called mumu, where meat, vegetables, and root crops are wrapped in banana leaves and slow cooked over hot stones underground. The result is tender, smoky, and deeply flavorful, a true taste of the earth. Common ingredients include sweet potatoes, taro, cassava, plantains, and wild greens, often paired with pork or chicken. In coastal areas, fresh fish and coconut milk play a starring role, adding a rich, tropical twist. One standout dish is saksik, a chewy dumpling made from sago palm starch and coconut, definitely an acquired taste. You'll also find exotic fruits like sugar bananas, pawpaw, and mountain apples that grow wild in the highlands. Street vendors sell grilled skewers, boiled corn, and bundles of greens tied with vines. Eating in PNG isn't just about taste, it's about tradition, storytelling, and survival. In a country where modern conveniences are rare, food remains one of the strongest links to culture and community. Travel documentary closing. Thanks for exploring Papua New Guinea with us. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey through Papua New Guinea, one of the most unique and fascinating countries on Earth. From its untouched natural beauty to its vibrant cultures and wild traditions, PNG offers an adventure like no other. We hope these stories inspired you to explore this amazing place someday. If you enjoyed learning about the tree kangaroos, the mysterious mudmen, the colorful festivals, or the delicious traditional foods, let us know. Your support means the world to us. Please hit that like button, leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing travel documentaries. We've got many more extraordinary places coming your way, so stay tuned. This is Taste the World with Thomas, where every video is a new adventure. Thanks again for watching, and see you next time.